All right. Hello, Jeremiah. This is math, and we're going to continue to work on 3 addends. Go sit down and raise your hand, darling. That's the way you get my attention. Thank you. KJ, thanks for raising your hand, friend. How can I help you today? Of course. Preston?
No, me and Preston.
Preston? Will you take, are you okay? Or do you not want to do it?
I take him.
Excuse me, Jeff. What? Excuse me. I'm hearing you talk. I'm hearing you talk and I can't hear him. Preston, is there a problem? Do you not wish to do this at this time? Do you ever have Jeff do it? Yes? Okay. All right. Brianna.
But I feel like at Polly.
It sure does.
I'm allergic to Polly.
Don't breathe it in then.
Okay.
Okay. Jeff. Wait. What's your name? Jeremiah.
I
Yeah,
can't breathe
that's
now.
it. Jeremiah, we are on math and we're doing a kind of a branch up activity on 3 addends again. And yesterday we talked about when you add 3 addends, you start with the big number, then the next big number, then the next, then down to the smallest number, because it makes it a lot easier to add. So that's how we're going to tackle these today. So for today's paper, it actually is our 100 chart. And you should have one of these somewhere. Darling, you're talking. And it looks like this. So yes, you are going to need your highlighter out and your pencil. And you're going to start right here. And you're going to write big A, little a right here. Big A, little a right here. And you're going to write big B, big C, big D, big E, big F. You can read, you know your letters, sweet darling. And then this is little b, little c, little d, little e, little f, little g, little h, little I, and little j. Okay? And with your highlighter, you're going to give me an X on little b. X on little b all the way down. X on little b all the way down. And then also an X on big B all the way over. Big B and little b get X's. And remember, I said that if it goes this way, if it goes horizontally, the big numbers are all rows and the little numbers are all called columns. Okay? So let me know when you're done with highlighting big B and little b.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Mind the bees. Bless you. Jamia, did you get these, sweetie?
Yes.
Okay. Mm. Okay. Okay. And here's what I need you to write here. KJ, shh. There's no talking when you come in. You're disrupting. Okay, let me give you a big one to write. We're going to go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, sorry. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong?
Oh, no.
Raise your hand. Absolutely. Woo. Better erase that. Okay, try again. Shh. No talking. Shh. Somebody in Pennsylvania wanted to know who I'm going to vote for. When it gets closer to election time, are your parents getting a lot of those scam calls?
Yeah, I got a scam call yesterday.
Yeah, it's because they're trying to solicit votes, you know, for this candidate or that candidate. So that's why they're so heavy right now. But after election, it'll turn down a little bit. Okay, so what did I get wrong?
We don't do it that way.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Today we are, Preston, because you can handle a number this big.
I know I can.
If you get, guys, if you came in this morning, my student last night was working on a problem to the quintillion place. I know, Jeremiah, you love place value. She was working to the quintillion place. It was great. Taylor Walker.
Taylor?
Mhm. All right, so let's go on. Finish it up. And here's the bottom number. Shh. Yeah, just get it down. All right. And then those are the numbers for E. Don't forget your plus sign and don't forget your equals bar. Do that right now. Kylie, how can I help you? Yes, you can get your touch points out. If that helps you, get them out. And yesterday, when we did this, our new strategy, we had a new strategy on this. And our, be good listeners now. Our strategy was, I've got 2, 5, and 4. And my addition, there's an addition, and a property of addition that says I have 2, I have 5, and I have 4. And if I add 2 plus 5 plus 4, I get one answer. But if, excuse me, if I add 5 plus 2 plus 4, I get the same answer. Also, if I add 4 plus 5 plus 2, I get the same answer. I can take these 3 numbers, switch them up any way I want, and still get the same answer. All right? So if I'm going to add these numbers, why not make it easy for myself, right? Yeah. Right. So this is what we did yesterday. Remember I said I'm looking at these 3 numbers right here first, right? Because I always start with my ones place. And when I add these numbers, I have the option to go 2 plus 5 plus 4, but that's a little bit difficult. Instead, I want to pick the biggest number first, and then go with the next biggest number, and then the smallest number. All right? So you'll recognize this as we go through. Let's start with Jamia. 2, KJ. Shh. 2 plus 5 plus 4. Jamia, which of these 3 numbers am I going to add first?
A 4.
No, it's the biggest one.
A 5.
5, and then the?
A 4.
And then the?
2.
And the reason is, if you're using anything to count this number, especially your fingers, this is going to make it a lot faster. Okay? When Taylor started that problem yesterday, she thought she was going to be here till supper time, but she wasn't. If we use the big numbers first and then go to the small numbers, it goes faster. And here we are. Do you have a paper, Austin? Great. So now we're going 5 plus 4 plus 2. So, Jamia, what is 5 plus 4? 5 in your head, 4 in your fingers. So we got 5
6, 7, 8, 9,
plus 2. And
10, 11.
yeah, see how fast that was? And it was very accurate. So what number goes down here? Of 11?
11.
So, well, my one goes here and my other one goes up here. Please do that now. Okay? Now, of these three numbers, Rylan, I've got 1, 1, 3, and 7. Which one is the biggest? Yep. So I'm going to start with the 7 and then do the what?
1.
Nope. The next biggest number, 3, and then do the 1,
1.
and then do the 1.
1.
Okay? So starting here, Rylan, what is 7 plus 3? Look at me if you need help. Show me this. 7,
7,
8,
8, 9, 10,
and one more,
11,
and one more.
12,
Yes, very good. So what number goes down here? The 1 or the 2?
2,
Yes, ma'am. She's got it. And the 1 goes above the 0. Austin, are you catching up with this, darling?
I haven't.
Okay, I need all your other stuff put away, okay? Because it's hard to focus with so much stuff on your desk. Okay? Let's have Jeff. We're next. My choices are 1, 0, 1, and 8. Which one am I going to start with, Jeff? And then go to the, nope. What's up top? And then go to the, there you go. KJ, please stop answering, or when it is your turn, I won't let you do it. Okay? Jeff, 8 plus 1 is,
9,
plus 1 is,
10,
plus 0 is
0.
10. 0, 10 plus 0 is 10.
10,
That's all right. So what goes down here? Shh, Brianna, turn around. You have the number 10. Does the 0 goes here. Where does the 1 go? Right, very good. Got it? KJ, I have 3 numbers here, 4 numbers. 1, 1, 0, 9. Which one do I start with? Then I go to,
0,
nope.
0, 1,
Yep, and then
1,
right. Do them in order. 9 plus 1 is,
10,
plus 1 is,
11,
plus 0 is still 11. That's right. What goes here?
1,
What goes here?
1.
Very good. All right. Brianna, we're saving a toughie for you right here. All right. Your choices are 1, 8, 9, and 2. Which number am I going to look at first?
9,
Then,
2,
nope.
8,
Then,
or 1,
nope.
2,
Yep. Then,
1,
right. Okay, so having said that, here we go. 9 plus 8 is,
17,
plus 2 is,
20,
17,
19,
19, and one
20.
more, 20. There you go. So what goes down here? Austin, this is not the time,
20.
darling. We're doing math. Put that away. We're doing math. I'm sorry, so what goes down here, darling?
0,
0. And what goes up top?
2,
Very good. I'm glad you said 2 instead of 1. Good eye, good catch. Austin, so now I'm to you, but you're not ready. But you need to be ready. And Austin, we talked yesterday about doing the numbers in order. You start with the biggest and work down to the smallest. Makes it a lot faster. So what of these? I've got 2, 6, 7, and 3. Which number am I going to start with?
You're going to start with the 2.
Nope. What's the biggest number? 7. And then I go to the
2.
Nope.
You go
What's
to
the biggest number of the rest of them?
4.
Nope, there's no 4 in this number.
8. 7.
Okay, you're not ready, Austin. I need you to get this written down. Let's go to Preston. Oh, you want to take it, Jamia? You want to take it? Great. I go from the 7 to the,
3.
there's another
4.
one, bigger. No, there's no 4.
6.
6. And then to the,
3.
and then to the, all the way up top,
1.
up here. What's up there? See it? The 2? Okay. Here. You see it now, Jamia? Here's where we're at. Ready? Okay. 7 plus 6. So put 6 on your fingers. Okay, so you got 7, 8,
9, 10, 11, 12,
13, plus 3, plus 2, 16, 17. Is that right? 10, 16, 17, 18. Yes. 18. What goes down here? The 1 or the 8?
8.
Yep. And the 1 goes up here. Very nice, Jamia. Very nice. You got the hang of this. Preston, that brings us to you. Or Austin, are you ready? Would you like to try this one? Okay. I have 4 numbers here. Here are my choices. 1, 4, 5, and 6. Which one do I start with?
You start with the 6,
Then I go to the,
5,
then I go to the,
4,
then I go to the,
1.
perfect. So start here with 6 plus 5 is,
6 plus 5 is, let me keep it up. So 6 plus 5 is 6. So 7, 8, 9, 10,
one more.
11,
Absolutely. Plus 4,
4, 5,
12,
12,
13,
13,
14,
14, 15,
and one more?
16.
Yes, sir. So what goes right down here? 6 to the 1.
6.
Yep. And where does the 1
The
go?
1 goes up there.
All right. Take us home, sweet Preston. You ready?
Oh, home.
My choices are 1, 2, 3, and 8. Which number do I start with, Preston? 8. Then I go to the, then I go to the, then I go to the, boom. Let's go. 8 plus 3 is, plus 2, plus 1. Got it. So what goes down here? Where does my 1 go? Up top, and it falls. There it is. Okay. Now, did you notice how much quicker that went than the last time we did these?
Yes.
That strategy really, really, really works. Strategies are like tools in your toolbox. Your job, Brianna, please stop just making noise. The tools in your toolbox, you have to know, just like if you're building a house, you have to choose the best tool. If you have in your toolbox, you have a rock and you have a hammer, which one of those is going to be best to build a house?
A hammer.
You can use both, but the hammer is going to be the best one. So, like all these strategies I'm teaching, the counting on your fingers, the touch points, the counting in your head, the counting on, the counting back, all those are strategies. And when you get in your job is to pick the biggest, best tool out of your toolbox that will get the job done correctly and fastest. All right? So you're not going to choose the rock because the hammer clearly works better. I can add these numbers, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 8, and I will get the same answer. But is it the best tool for the job? No. Going in big to small order is the best tool for the job. Get it?
Yes.
Got it. Okay. So that's why we do what we do there. Now, this one's for you, Jeremiah. We can put some place value practice in here. Is there anybody right here in my class who thinks they can read this number without going back in place value on it? It is a stretch back, yep. So let's start with place value going back. Brianna, I need you to face forward, okay? This very last place is called the ones. And then I have the, help me out. Jeff, I know you know these. Ones, tens, what's next? Hundreds, thousands. Then I have, come back to here, 10,000. So this one's 10,000. And the next one is 1,010. I didn't. I wrote. There it is. 10,000. No, it's ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000. So this one is, look at my repeat. There's a T and H, a T, and this is an H. 100,000. 100,000. And then what comes next? Do you remember? Million. Million. And then I have 10 million and 100 million. Okay? And we separate by commas to help us do it. So in order to read this number, you're going to, let me get a different color on here. Rylan, you don't have to write all this down. We're just talking right now, okay? Austin, you're making noise. Jeff, read this number right here. These three numbers. No, just read it as the number. 146 million. Okay, Jeff, read this number. No, just read the number. 801,000. And what is this number? 20, just 21. Okay, because you don't count that place. Brianna, I would like you to try this for me. Do you feel like you're ready? And the reason I picked on you too is because it's a ramp up, okay? So here we go. Brianna, when you say this number, you come back to the places with me. Ready? This place is ones, tens. What's this one? Hundreds. This is thousands. This is 10,000. 100,000. This is million. 10 million and 100 million. Very good. Okay. So having said that, when you get the place values in backwards and you have to kind of go back and forth, you're like, oh, it's like dancing when you're doing math. You can go in this way, then you go in this way, then you come back this way, then you go this way, then you switch over here. You're doing all kinds of things. But now when you're reading it, you read it in increments of 3. See how those commas separate 3s? See, right? Austin, she's learning and you're making noise. Turn around. I might ask you next. Be ready. So Brianna, when you read this back to me, you read them in increments of 3. As if these were the only, let me run up there. Hang on, Jeremiah. As if these were the only 3 numbers up here. So forget this, Brianna. Read that number right here.
146.
Great. And then you say million. And then you read, it's hard for me to see without walking it. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so read that one.
801.
And then you come up, 1,000, and then you read this one.
Not what?
If it's a zero right here, you only read this part. 21, okay? So you do it in increments of 3. Then you go up, so you got this increment, and then you come up to here, million. This increment, come up here, 1,000. This increment, okay? We'll practice more on that, because I think that'll be easy for you. Wake up, boo.
Okay. Wake up.
All right. That was so much fun. We had a lot of fun with that last year when we did this. Please don't talk. Anybody else think they want to try that? No? All right. Woo! That was a thing. Good job. But now, now we need to put some more scribble on our paper because we love scribbles. We love colors. Take your highlighter. Shh. No talking. Don't be rude, you guys. Don't be rude. Brianna, shh. Take your highlighter. Here we go. Shh. And shh. Austin, shh. Here you go. On row big G, give that all highlighter. X's. Big G, give it X's. Don't talk. Give it a highlighter. Shh. And I hope you were paying attention because this is your quiz on it. I'm going to see how you do on this. I have X's all across big G, yes? All right. And let's change to some numbers. Here we go. Write them down. Ah. KJ, stop. Austin, are you writing these down or are you making noise? I need you writing them down. Write them down. Shh.
That's a big number to do.
Sure is.
Hallelujah. How do I write that down? Oh, yeah. What the?
Write it.
That's a
Do
big,
you do that?
what the?
We just did that. We just did one of those. You can write it down. KJ, stop making value judgments and comments. I need you to write it down. That's the main thing. Okay? Write it down.
I didn't realize.
Jeff, write it down. Now, Jeremiah, because we used up so much of this paper, your answer is actually going to go down here. So if you write a Jamia grid, we're going to call it a Jamia grid. Jamia grid. She's the one that reminds us to use our grid. If you pull your Jamia grid down here, you'll have space to write your answer. Okay? All right. Now, we're going to answer all together on this next part. And then I'm going to let you do it by yourself. Okay? All right. When I add these numbers, I always start in the ones place. I have 3 choices here. What one am I going to do first? Right here. Brianna.
6,
Then,
1,
nope. 6, then,
5, 1,
yes. Jeff, these numbers, which one's first?
7,
then,
5,
then,
1,
great. Preston, these numbers, which one's first?
5,
Then,
4,
then. Austin, these numbers, which one's first?
5, wait. 5,
Nope,
2,
nope. Two's not on here. What are you looking at? Ah, Austin, put $1 out and get busy. This is why you don't have this down. You got your hat out, you're not ready. I'll bet Jamia's ready. Jamia, these 3 numbers right here, which one, wait, which one's first? 8, then the,
5,
then the,
4,
yes ma'am. Rylan, these 3 numbers right here, which one's first?
5,
Then the,
3,
then the,
2,
yes ma'am. KJ, these 3 numbers right here, which one's first?
5,
Then the,
3,
then the, very good. Jeff, these 3 numbers, which one's first?
6,
Then the,
5,
then the,
2,
Austin, these 3 numbers, which one's first?
4,
Nope,
6, 5,
then the,
and then
say it again. 6, then the,
5,
then the,
4.
yes. Okay, now let me clean this up a little bit because you, hang on.
What?
I made some messes here. I'm gonna ask you to help me out here. Hang on. I scrabbled on my paper. All right, what 2 numbers, what goes here? Look on your paper. What number goes there? 6. And what number goes here?
2.
There was a 2. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Rylan. Thanks, Austin. Okay, so now I'm going to turn on the lights and you are going to do this one. All right? You've got your touch points to help you. You've got your fingers to help you. You've got your mental math to help you. Get it? Good. Go.
That's a wrap.
Jeremiah, we love you. That's a wrap.
Bye.